Hey, Yoda said yes, and failure. Failure is one of the best teachers.
Okay, go Yoda.
That's right.
Who was rumored to be developed after the Mormon prophet Spencer W. Kimball. And I can totally see it. It's kind of creepy. All right, go Yoda. So yeah, our intent today is to really dig into the characteristics of an effective leader. And our challenge to our listeners today is, as you're listening, to ask yourself, how am I doing on this characteristic of an effective leader? And we'll come back to that several times. I think this topic kind of grew out of, Mason, some of yours and my conversations over the last several months. And my assertions of, I really feel like the leadership within the Mormon Church, or the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, is more like a dictatorship. Like they claim that they hate communism, they hate socialism, they hate dictatorships. And I'm like, hey, kettle, you're black. This is pot, right? I screwed that up. Hey,
pot, this is the kettle.
This is
You're
kettle.
black.
You're black. Yes. And so it's just really funny to me, because as I've been, watching things unfold from the outside of Mormonism looking in, the more data that comes, the more I feel like it's more of a very unhealthy dictatorship. And Mason is, you love talking about leadership because of that book that you absolutely love, which I'll let you introduce and whatnot here in a minute when I turn this over. So today's episode is going to be mostly Mason-led. We'll see how much Sarah can keep her mouth shut. It's likely I will fail.
We'll see how much I lead this one. And that's probably better for y'all if I don't completely lead it. So I'm okay with that.
Yeah. So anyway, but that's kind of where the birthplace of today's episode came from. And then most recently, and we recorded an episode actually yesterday, and we talked about Bill Reel's experience. And I need to email him. Mason, write me a note. I need to email him and find out if I can link that in our show notes or not. But if not, head over to Bill Reel. He put up the transcript of his excommunication. And so the other reason why we're doing this on this effective leadership is that when I read through that transcript, it was very interesting to me that the local leaders basically told him he was an honest guy, that he had never told a lie, but he was still getting excommunicated because he was pointing out issues within Mormon leadership.
Right.
That he was criticizing the leaders, and therefore he was, even though his criticism was accurate, it was true, it was said in a constructive way, because there's criticism that's constructive and criticism that's not. Yep. So, I would say if somebody's criticizing you, like name calling, when we talk about Gottman, if I'm like, you're a jerk, you asshole, those types of things, obviously I'm going to disengage in that, because that is an unhealthy criticism pattern.
Despite the unshakable Iowa Corn-Cyhawk rivalry, there is one thing Iowa State and University of Iowa fans can both agree on: getting hyped for Unleaded 88. It's cleaner burning and better for your engine, and it's cheaper than other fuel options, making Unleaded 88 the clear fuel choice. If Iowa Corn-Cyhawk rivals can agree on it, you know it's worth the hype. So pump it up with Unleaded 88, grown by Iowa corn farmers.